Hey everybody, it's Michael Fisher with PocketNow.com, and let it never be said that we don't cover Lumias, particularly in the 800 series. We've already reviewed the Nokia Lumia 810 for T-Mobile USA. We just finished our quick review of the Nokia Lumia 822 for Verizon Wireless, and now we have the original version. Almost. It's the AT&T version of the Nokia Lumia 820. We're going to give this device the quick review treatment as well, but first we're going to unbox it, give you a little hardware tour, and give it its first boot. I'm Michael Fisher. This is Pocket Now. Let's get to it. So, starting with the packaging, we're not looking at anything different here from AT&T. This is a mid-range device, and it is in the same box as their low-end devices, as their high-end devices, as everything. AT&T, very economical as far as packaging goes. Open up the flap there. We have a quick start guide, as well as a welcome to AT&T greeting. We're greeted front and center by the device. Device still a little chilly from being in the FedEx truck. We can put that aside. This is a special NFC tag from Nokia telling us to touch the upper back of our phone to it to discover more Windows Phone apps. This is a familiar card from our Lumia 920 unboxing telling us more about our phone's features, product and safety information, the usual wall charger and USB cable, and separately packaged removable battery in a very thin form factor. Very interesting. This battery rating 1650 milliamp hours. The 820 features a very interesting release mechanism for taking the back cover off. You just pull this tab as it instructs you to, and you can see the device, well, the device is supposed to part. Yeah. Jeez. I'm probably doing this very wrong. What? Pull toward you to release cover, then dispose. Yeah, well, what are you supposed to cement the phone down on your desk when you pull it towards you? There's nothing else to hold on to. Pull towards you. I see. There we go. Okay. Well, that was a little more dramatic than it needed to be, but here's the back cover off of the device. First things first, though, we want to make sure our SIM card is in place, so we're going to go ahead and pop that in right there. We will go ahead and skip the micro SD for now. SIM card clicks in with a reassuring mechanical spring back. Pop the battery in. And let's see if we can get this case back on with a minimum of drama after we discard the word of warning here, as we just found out, the battery, when it is inserted, does not lock in without the cover in place. Just pops right back out of the phone there when you turn it upside down, so you do want to be careful about that. Let's go ahead and remove this quick pull sticker here and put the cover back on, hopefully with a minimum of drama. Good. Cover snaps back on and hugs the sides of the device tightly. Very nice. And why don't we go ahead and get that screen protector off. And if you've just trimmed your nails, this can be difficult, but let's go ahead and pull that screen protector right off of there. Very nice. Going on a little hardware tour of our all-black Nokia Lumia 820. Up front here is a 4.3-inch AMOLED display with Nokia's clear black technology that has packing a resolution of 800 by 480 pixels. Down below, the capacitive Windows buttons for home, back, and search. Up above, a little difficult to see, the branding for AT&T and Nokia and the front-facing camera there. On the right, the typical Windows Phone buttons, volume down, volume up, power, and the two-stage camera key. Pretty good feedback. Right off the bat, I'll tell you that's a little mushier of a two-stage key than we've had on some of the 820's variants. Coming around to the back, absolutely unadorned on this cover. That is something you don't see very often. Usually there's some carrier branding back here or some additional Nokia branding. Nothing, just the Carl Zeiss call-out on that 8-megapixel camera there. Along the side, not much going on, just the headphone jack up top. And along the bottom, the micro USB port and a slot for the speakerphone. Unlike some other carrier variants of the 820, this one is relatively sleek. It's 9.9 millimeters thin, and it weighs 160 grams. So rather than being a thick, lightweight device, this is a relatively thin, somewhat heavyweight device, which is an interesting change, and it's a little surprising to feel after the 822 and 810, both of which felt very different in the hand. We're going to wait for the quick review video and the comparison videos for some more in-depth thoughts on the build quality. But for now, let's go ahead and wrap this up by giving the device its first power on. 1, 2. There's our little confirmation vibration there. The AT&T splash screen is here. And while this boots up, we'll just call out the processor that will be familiar to anyone who follows the Nokia Lumia brand. In the 800 series, this is a Qualcomm Snapdragon S4 clocked at 1.5 gigahertz and backed up by a gig of RAM. There's 8 gigs of onboard storage, expandable via micro SD, maximum size there 64 gigs, and we are being welcomed to our new Windows Phone. We're going to go through the bevy of custom settings on our own here and turn this phone into our daily driver for a couple days and get some more impressions. For now, this is the Nokia Lumia 820 for AT&T. As I mentioned at the top, this is only the first of several videos covering the Nokia Lumia 820, so stay tuned to Pocket Now, and also stay tuned for our quick review treatment of this device. Follow us on Twitter so you don't miss it. Pocket Now Tweets is the official account. If you'd like to follow me, I'm at Captain2Phones. That's Captain, the number 2, Phones. Leave us a thumbs up here on YouTube if you like what you saw. If you want to leave a comment, do it, but do it at pocketnow.com so we can get back to you if that's what you want. In the meantime, thank you for watching. Have a nice weekend. We'll talk to you soon.